Hi everyone, welcome to another Trains Newswire. I'm Steve Sweeney here with Jim Wrinn.
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
Hello, Trains Nation.
Hello, Trains Nation, Trains World. We're here to give you the latest, the greatest, the best, the top, and the highlights from Trains Newswire this week.
All in 5 minutes.
That's right, or
Should
less.
be an easy thing.
We're going to try. Jim, I want to start off by giving 5 quick hits, just 5 quick hits, one from each day this week of Newswire stories that you may have missed. On Monday, Keolis announced that they've lost millions of dollars on their MBTA contract in Boston. Pretty big deal. On Tuesday,
Some people said that's not a surprise, though.
Right.
Some people think they may have intentionally underbid it just to get the contract.
Well,
just to get their foot in the door.
That does happen sometimes. That does happen. Bill Diven had a really great story on Tuesday about why you may be seeing fewer grain trains this year.
I read that story. That is a good piece. And I already knew that the supply in the world was huge, and we're sitting on what 2 record harvests now, but then I didn't know the Argentinian angle.
Yeah,
that they had.
It was weird.
They had
devalue their currency and oversupplying. It's just strange.
Yep. And so there's a lot of grain sitting around in the United States, but it's just not moving right now.
That's right. We need to make that into some ethanol. Put it
it's a good story. I like that piece.
Yeah, it was good. On Wednesday, we had a short on Wabtec. The positive train control maker posted record results, record profits, record earnings, record sales. No surprise.
All those PTC contracts. Wow. Good business to be in right now.
I know, and for the next 50 years. So that's good for Wabtec. On Thursday, Southern Railway Historical Association is going to have
a group that I was involved in the founding of. I hate to say it, 30 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
We won't say where I was.
We won't say where you were 30 years ago, Steve, in swaddling clothes probably.
About that,
but, they're going to do a rare mileage trip on the Aberdeen, Carolina, and Western.
Right.
And it's part of the original old Norfolk Southern Railway, which is really cool, out in the middle of the woods, down in the middle of North Carolina. Really scenic line, nice trip.
And that's the Norfolk Southern?
The original Norfolk Southern.
Okay. Norfolk Southern. And on Friday this morning, we got a quick story up on a new PATH station, Port Authority Trans-Hudson Station opening up underneath the World Trade Center. So that's a really interesting story. And then I wanted to take you, Jim. I wanted to ask your opinion about this dash cam video from Minnesota.
That is the video of the week.
Yeah, we're gonna show it to you right now. Take a look at this. There is a semi truck and trailer.
He'd been stopped, we think, for just a routine inspection.
Routine inspection. The police officer released the truck driver to drive on and goes right into a locomotive, a Canadian National locomotive.
He pulls away from the patrol cruiser. Flashers are on and everything, and just right into the side of the engine. Just right at the nose. And
unbelievable.
It was just amazing. And you and I were talking about this the other day. What if the patrolman had released this guy like 5 seconds earlier or 5 seconds later?
Right.
And obviously his mind wasn't about what he was doing on his driving.
Right. The immediate signal in front of him.
That was pretty crazy. Gosh. That was crazy. We've written editorials before in Trains, suggesting that it's a good time to be more aggressive about closing grade crossings, and I'll just say it again. Operation Lifesaver, we love you guys. You guys are doing a great job of educating the public.
Right.
But there are a lot of people out there who still aren't paying attention. There are a lot of distracted drivers out there texting, listening to music. Their mind is somewhere else. And DOTs and everybody else, do whatever you can to close as many crossings as you can.
Yeah, and this is absolutely the poster child video for safety at grade crossings.
And it's for the safety of the railroaders, and it's for, now that we have so much scheduled railroading today, and a lot of, even though traffic's down right now, a lot of congestion, one of those trains sitting there for an hour or so, you're going to screw up the whole system.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Jim, what stories touched your mind this week?
I was just doing a real quick recap before we came. We had 42 stories so far, and it's not even noon. 7 exclusives, and the one video that you and I did about Mid-Continent's restoration of Chicago and Northwestern 1385. That came out Monday. We had some nice interviews with those folks from an open house they did last week. Also, the one that caught my eye was the story we had on Tuesday about the woman in Watsonville, California. It was the other story of the weird this week.
The joyrider out on a freight locomotive.
Yep. So you had that. I'm very interested in Denver. They're testing the Gold and Northwest commuter routes right now toward an April 22nd opening. And that's really interesting to me because Denver is going to come up with being one of the cities in America that is going to have one of the most comprehensive transportation systems around. A friend of mine, in Golden, he said the other day, he said, there's no reason to drive to Denver International Airport. He can take a light rail and then a commuter train and get to his airplane, which I think is really cool.
That's fantastic.
We had the restoration of the electroliners yesterday, a little update about that.
They've raised more than $750,000 so far.
That's really good. It's a
fantastic.
classic piece of railroad passenger equipment that used to run between Chicago and Milwaukee, going to be coming back down at the Illinois Railroad Museum. And then you had the nice AAR figures about oil being down
Crude
last
oil's
year,
down.
800,000 carloads, which there's still a lot of it moving, but just not as much of it as it was before.
Right, absolutely. And then one story that I wanted to get out to for the steam fans out there, it's not 611, it's not Big Boy, and yes, it is foreign, but it's Flying Scotsman. Flying Scotsman returned yesterday to the main line in the United Kingdom in England for the first time in 10 years after a $15 million rebuild. And if you want to see how crazy UK steam foamers can be, just watch some of the videos on YouTube. We've got one posted to our story today on Trains Newswire.
We like our trains, but they love their trains over there.
They really do.
They really love their trains over there.
If you're flying in a helicopter chasing this thing, just watch out for power lines.
Yes.
So
Duck.
Well, you can read about all the stories we've talked about today and many more on Trains Newswire at trn.trains.com. For everyone at Trains, we're Steve and Jim. Enjoy the weekend.
Have a good one. I picked mine up out of the corner of the floor.
So they are professionally starched.
Professionally starched.
Oh, I like that. I have to grind my own potatoes and get some skim milk.
Yeah, I know. Go for it. I feel good. Do you feel good, Steve?
I feel good. I feel the steam coming from
good.
Thanks for watching this Trains Newswire video. If you enjoy what you saw, please consider watching some of our other full-length videos. Big Boy, On the Road to Restoration. Heavy Hauls. 611 in Steam. They're all available from our website, kalmbachhobbystore.com.